WWE tonight, wrestling fans, when we look at what they produced to us 6 days before WrestleMania, the 34th annual WrestleMania, down in New Orleans, where we're supposed to let the good times roll. Yeah. Party on, right? When we look at the go-home show, when we look back at the go-home show to WrestleMania 34, what are we going to think about? Wrestling fans, a great contest between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. Another good promo made by John Cena that was amplified by the fans. And more hype between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Other than that, the only other big thing that happened was more intrigue between Sasha Banks and Bayley. And they continue to show us that they deserve a match by themselves at WrestleMania 34. And one of the women's matches, the Battle Royal, should not be on the show. Shouldn't. So, what we are going to have to do, wrestling fans, is take the Women's Battle Royal and hope that they use the Women's Battle Royal in a way that just showcases Bayley and Sasha Banks. Enhances that rivalry. I really hope that they do that, because this rivalry continues to brew and groom and grow and build more intrigue each and every week. Now, would I have liked to see just Sasha Banks come and pick up the bones this week? Since how they tore each other apart last week backstage, and they kind of made it where they weren't friends. Yeah, that would have been cool. But instead, Bayley says that she didn't need help. She could have done it by herself. And the next thing we know, they're beating each other up in the center of the ring, and Absolution picks up the bones. Destroys them right in the center of the ring. Whatever the case, Bayley and Sasha Banks, definitely, when they get their chance to shine, when they get their chance to give us a one-on-one contest, should be a knockdown, drag-out affair, should be an instant classic, should be a great contest. And I can't wait for the WWE to produce it and give this to us. Should be exciting once they give it to us. What about the rest of the show? I mean, really, when we look at it. Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. Great contest. Not so sure it lives up to the SummerSlam matchup that we saw for the Universal this last big push on the way to WrestleMania 34. Good job by the WWE. Glad that they did that. First, I was a little negative or a little not too happy that they gave us a matchup that had 2 out of the 3 competitors in this contest. But in the end, it worked out very nicely in my eyes because, quite frankly, they definitely stole the show tonight. It was a workhorse match of the night, and it was very good for us wrestling fans. Seth Rollins picks up the victory going into WrestleMania. I hope Finn Balor gets his WrestleMania moment this Sunday at WrestleMania 34 and becomes the Intercontinental Champion. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, Kurt Angle, and Ronda Rousey. Now, they start off the show. I am glad that we finally have some more interaction between this 2 tag teams. Very glad we've seen this. Now, the problem I once again see, and I'm sure everybody else is going to complain about this as well, is the fact that Ronda Rousey comes out and she's smiling and happy and jolly-go-lucky, and then the next second she comes into the ring and she's got this kind of look on her face. Give me a break, WWE. I mean, come on. Whatever the case, this, pretty much stamps that Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey are going to be victorious because Ronda Rousey gets put through a table by Stephanie McMahon. I mean, overall, Stephanie is still cringeworthy tonight. Everything she said was cringe about how she is the boss. She's going to repackage Ronda Rousey. And Triple H was saying that, why did you mess up Ronda Rousey's first matchup, guaranteeing her a loss? Blah, 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 blah. That's what I have to say about that. Because you're not going to have Ronda Rousey lose. Guaranteed that Triple H and Stephanie will lose this coming Sunday at WrestleMania. Just to remind you all, this is the start of a huge week right here on the channel because I will have SmackDown Live review. I will have NXT review on Wednesday. Thursday, preview and prediction of WrestleMania 34. Friday, on the road with Andrew, headed down to New Orleans. I will have some clips, some videos of things that we are doing down there, WrestleMania weekend, and of course the WrestleMania review this coming Sunday night or Monday morning, depending on how long it is, immediately following WrestleMania. So look forward to all that. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Now, Paul Heyman and Kurt Angle. This, Kurt Angle not wanting the main event to get out of control. He wanted it to stay intact. The only thing I want to say about this is, where have you been the last 3 weeks? Because Brock Lesnar has systematically ripped apart, destroyed Roman Reigns, from top to bottom, in and out, with a steel chair. Did you really see anything? Anyone trying to stop it? No, absolutely not. So this week he tells Paul Heyman, don't go out there and do anything to provoke Roman Reigns. Tells Roman Reigns the same thing. Don't lose your temper. Blah, blah, blah. So what does Paul Heyman do? Of course he goes out there and provokes Roman Reigns. Builds him up a little bit. Roman Reigns Superman punches Brock Lesnar numerous times, like we're going to see at WrestleMania 34. And then we see an epic F5 out of nowhere. Now, unlike the rest of the commentary and some, no offense to some of those casual fans out there, unlike those people, don't let the commentary fool you, okay, casual fans. But the commentary said that all it takes, so many words, is one F5. He hit him with one F5. And that one F5 Roman Reigns is going to kick out of on Sunday. And that one spear is going to beat Brock Lesnar on Sunday. And we will never see Brock Lesnar again, just like the promo said. Now, some of you might like this. I am one that does not. I enjoy Brock Lesnar being around. Brock Lesnar is something I look forward to seeing during the big pay-per-views. Now, whether people like to admit this or not, what do you think Ronda Rousey is here for? She's taken the place of Brock Lesnar. Except the women's division. Do you honestly think Ronda Rousey is going to be here week in and week out, pay-per-view in and pay-per-view out, all the time? I don't think so. Big pay-per-views to draw in money. Just like Brock Lesnar. That's it. Matt Hardy versus Goldust. Does anybody care? No. I went and got something to eat during this contest. John Cena calls out The Undertaker. This. Very intriguing. So we thought it was going to be more than what we were going to get. Anyway, it was kind of what we've been getting week in and week out by John Cena. It wasn't anything new. John Cena calls out the dead man. The crowd gets into it. Undertaker didn't show up. At WrestleMania, the Phenom will show up and he will probably be on a bike. and Kid Rock will play his music, and we will hear, "He's here." Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Who cares? Who cares? I hope this match goes on the pre-show. Quite frankly, I know it probably won't, but I hope it does, because this build has been absolutely worthless, a waste of time. They have not built any intrigue to it whatsoever. Nia Jax isn't worth being my friend. I have used her. She is useless. She is nothing. Nia Jax, I am going to destroy Alexa. I'm going to become the women's champion. I did this. She did that. Blah, blah, blah. That's all this has been. Who cares? And one other thing. Asuka and Dana Brooke versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Now, I do realize that Mickie James was the one that lost, was the one that tapped out. But this makes absolutely zero sense. I don't care if Alexa Bliss got the upper hand and looked strong afterwards and then ran off like a chicken. The fact of the matter remains, you do not, WWE, 6 days before WrestleMania, or for that matter, any pay-per-view, have your champion lose. You make them look strong. Alexa Bliss shouldn't have faced Asuka tonight. For that matter, Asuka should have been on SmackDown throughout the build because of Charlotte, who she's facing. That's a fact. Alexa should have been facing someone else and picked up the victory and beat them up afterwards. And then if Nia wanted to run down to the ring and Alexa Bliss run off like a chicken, that's fine. But you don't have her team lose 6 days before WrestleMania or any pay-per-view. That is bad booking. Bad booking. Especially when Nia Jax is either going to beat her or Carmella, I can see cashing in on Raw. Because nothing said that she had to cash in on SmackDown. Asuka's going to SmackDown. Gotta have another one come over to Raw. Make it even. Fair trade. There you go. New Raw Women's Champion. And she's been teasing it long enough. She can't get the job done on SmackDown, so go over the Raw and get the job done. And honestly, that would be the only way I would be happy with that championship being defended on the main card at WrestleMania. And we've already discussed Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns on tonight's show. And that was pretty much Monday Night Raw. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and go over to Facebook and check out some of my live reactions from tonight's show. Tomorrow, I'll have some live reactions of SmackDown Live. So tune in for those over on Facebook. Should be exciting, should be entertaining for you wrestling fans. Don't forget to like that page as well at 2007 Webby. And until I see you then for SmackDown Live review, amongst everything else this week right here on the channel, this is Webby, and I will catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.